What's going on, guys? Your boy Mason here, back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we're here with the Heroes Arena Champion video here for you today, guys. And we're going to be going over the teams that I use to go through each of the towers, and we'll talk about my strategy and kind of my gearing for the characters so you know exactly how you want to go about it when going through the fight. If you guys do enjoy videos like this, man, definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Guys, we are literally like 40 subs away from 50,000 subscribers. If you haven't hit that sub button already, man, what are you doing? You gotta be on the road to the 50k with me. Join in with the community, guys, and make sure to hit that sub button. Now, with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's go over the first tower here of Heroes Arena Champion. Alright, guys, so hopping into the team that we actually used here for the first tower, it's going to be LR Ludo, Mayel, Melielli, and Red Zariel. Now, in terms of the actual team itself here, guys, there's a lot of flexibility with the characters you can run. Melielli honestly did not need to be run on this team. I only really brought the character just to be safe, but you really don't need this character on the team. And the way I kind of realized that was the fact that Margaret here, because of the fact that we have our LR, we are getting crit chance, crit damage for every debuff that is removed from the hero when we cleanse. And so every time we use Margaret's buff skill, we are getting 16% crit chance, crit damage, on top of the fact we're getting the basic stats from using the buff itself. And so every single fight, pretty much what you want to do is you AoE with Margaret into the buff card with Margaret, so you cleanse the debuffs from Miles' commandment. And then after that, you're going to do the Mild AoE, and it's going to do an absurd amount of damage. So really, you don't need to bring Melielli. Honestly, if you wanted to bring like another option for a character here, I think Queen Liz is really good here, because of the fact that she is going to have a really strong follow-up AoE. So if you just want to do like triple AoE, you do like Margaret, Mayel, and then like Queen Liz, let's say, in this slot, you could definitely do that. Or you could even run in this slot just another buffer. You could do like Ela if you can make the CC requirement. Why not, right? You got some extra basic stats for the team, that's more damage. So yeah, I mean, it's really up to you guys in terms of how you want to go about it. But I did bring Melielli for my run personally, but again, like I don't feel like they're really necessary to actually get the clear. But yeah, this team was really good. You know, Zariel, remember, he's giving us basic stats for how much he has the moment he gets into the battlefield. Yeah, Melielli is obviously just kind of there just for, you know, backup pretty much, right? You have the, you know, what is it, the talent, right? So you're able to kind of take advantage of that when you use this, and you get the shield for the entire team. So yeah, I mean, this team was really good overall. Now, in terms of the gear here that we were rocking, we have HP defense on Ludo, attack rate damage on Mayel, attack rate damage on Melielli, and then also HP defense here on Zariel. So again, guys, like now that we're talking champion difficulty of Heroes Arena, you do need to have a fairly good amount of combat class. So what I would say here is my main recommendation: if you're not able to run all four of these characters here and make that CC threshold, try and make it so that you have auto set combat class on your artifacts, because that's going to give you a fairly substantial boost in CC for your team, and that might make it to where you are able to out CC. Now for my team, obviously I'm a, you know, a fairly good amount above the threshold, so I don't necessarily need to worry about that, and because of that, I can run, you know, like Goddess Ally base that card set. So it's really up to you, but depending on your CC requirements, guys, feel free to try your best to get that 320k, because if you out CC, you're in a really better spot than if you were to go second. So yeah, I mean, again, another thing too about the gear is that if you are running attack crit on Mayel and Melielli, feel free to swap them to HP defense if you don't make that CC threshold. If you need to get that 320k, it's better to run them both on HP defense, because at least going first, you have those extra turns where you're still able to beat the fight. Even though you might not be able to one-shot with the AoEs and stuff, you'll still do a lot better because you are going first. So that's pretty much the first team right there, guys. So what I'll do is I'll let you guys enjoy the clip here of the first team going through the Tower 1 of Heroes Arena Champion, and we're going to move on to the next team that we use on the Heroes Arena Champion difficulty. Alrighty guys, now moving on to Tower 2 of Heroes Arena. Now in terms of the team that we actually decided to use here, I decided to bring the new On character. Now, I don't necessarily think you need to bring her for this fight, and I think honestly the team that I kind of brought here was really just reliant on boosting up Lancelot. But again, like On here providing the 20% all stats because of her special season buff. She's also giving a bunch of basic stats as well. She gives basic stats and damage dealt when she applies a stab wound, which also does boost the pierce rate as well of Lancelot because he's a 4 Knights character. Yeah, I mean, overall across the board, this was a really strong team because of her, but I don't necessarily think you need to bring this character to go first and kind of one-shot AoE. I still think a few other options for like human characters could definitely be like here, let's kind of go over to humans here and we'll kind of talk like other options here. But I think, you know, just kind of slapping in maybe like Yua here. You could definitely do like Yuri, right, from the other collab. Nasians I think would be a really good character to suffice for On. Like if you don't have On but you have Nasians, like that's a really good slot too. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of flexibility with this, guys. I don't feel like it's only restricted to On, but again, she is the one buffing the team with, you know, the all stats and all that, so she's gonna be a mainstay on the team because of that. But I mean, you can still, you know, kind of work around it by running maybe like Jenna just for her attack related stats, or, you know, maybe like Yua or like Nasians just to kind of bring some damage to it. So alright, now moving over to the rest of the team though, guys, we got Lancelot, we have Chaos Arthur, and Mazino. Now Mazino I feel like is fairly important, but you don't necessarily need to have him on the team. I just think that Mazino is really good because it pretty much guarantees you will not get touched for the first 2 turns, which is really valuable because if you're not able to one-shot AoE turn 1, then on turn 2 you can definitely just finish it out. So like, if you don't have Mazino, in terms of kind of flex options, again, it would kind of be the same thing with like On here. So, you know, like Nasians, you can do like UR Escanor, maybe you can do Percival as well. Actually, if you want to get some healing in, he can kind of act as like a bootleg Mazino and kind of protecting you. So I do think that, you know, maybe like Percival could be a good idea, but it's really up to you in terms of how you want to go about it. But I think overall though, this team should be completely fine. Now, in terms of the gear here that we're rocking on the team, I have attack rate damage on Lancelot, I got HP defense on, we have HP defense Arthur, and then attack rate damage on Mazino. But a Mazino could probably go, you know, HP defense overall. I feel like you don't need to run, you know, attack rate damage. I just kind of had it here because it's my only UR gear set for the character. But yeah, no. And then artifact card support, guys, you have the attack card set here. Increases all allies attack by 3% for each applicable ally on the battlefield. Again, if this is something where you can't reach that 320k CC requirement, make sure to run CC artifact cards. So if you go to combat class on the artifact set, you can actually set it to that, and it's just going to set to your highest combat class stuff, and you'll be able to go first most likely, right? And again too, you know, Mazino, HP defense for him instead of attack crit. And then Lancelot, I feel like you might have to keep the attack crit, but if you can run HP defense and be successful, then, you know, run that as well. So alright guys, so that's going to be the team right there for Tower 2. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the video here, and then we'll move over to the Tower 3 and we'll finish out the video. Alrighty guys, so moving on to the final tower here of the Heroes Arena Champion. For the team that I decided to use, I decided to go with a unknown variant team. Now, I decided to rock the brand new LR Loli Merlin. The thing is with the LR Loli Merlin is that she actually is a very good team-wide buffer, but also a very good turn 1 damage dealer. And remember, when you're going first in Heroes Arena, you're going to be able to take advantage of that damage really well. You know, you're going to do a ton of AoE damage. I mean, remember, Loli Merlin is doing flood AoE now on her debuff skill, which is going to be very strong being at full HP off the rip. So going first with a character like Loli Merlin and LR Milim, I mean, as a combo is going to be crazy. And then you combo that with you know, Nanashi on the team giving you 30% basic stats, and then Tyr being able to apply the debuff on the enemy already, so that Merlin does extra damage based on her Holy Relic here. So for her Holy Relic, it increases the hero's attack by 20% when attacking a debuff enemy. So that's gonna, you know, coincide with the Tyr you know, kind of crit resistance lower on the enemy. So that's very good. And then yeah, I mean, in terms of the artifact card support, we are rocking the unknown or human attack card set, right? So increases all allies attack by 3% for each applicable ally on the battlefield. We are rocking a full unknown team, so we get 12% attack. And then, yeah, in terms of the gear here, guys, we are rocking attack crit on Merlin. I did attack crit on Milim, HP defense Nanashi, HP defense Tyr. But I do think that if you wanted to, you know, get away with, like, maybe an HP defense Merlin, I think this is definitely doable. Because Milim is the main damage healer at the end of the day. Like, she's going to be the one to finish out the fight for you. But Loli Merlin off the rip will be the one dealing the initial damage that you want to be doing with the infect skill. So yeah, it's kind of up to you. I mean, again, you know, however your CC kind of works out to, you know, getting that 320k is very important. You have to make sure you go first. But yeah, if you're not able to go first, then I just wouldn't recommend running this team in general. And then, you know, maybe just swapping this tower, let's say, to maybe like a Masters tower, and maybe you just don't do you know, champion, right? So just kind of bear that in mind. But yeah, guys, this team is really good. You know, you pretty much go through with just AoE, you know, AoE, and it, you know, pretty much kills everything. So you're not gonna have too many issues running this team, and I think as long as you LTC, you'll be completely fine. Yeah, and again, obviously CC artifact cards if you can't run the main artifact card set, and yeah, this team will get you guys the job done. So I'll let you guys enjoy the clip here of the team doing the final tower, and then we'll wrap up the video and I'll give you guys my thoughts on Champion Heroes Arena. Alrighty guys, so that is going to be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. That is Heroes Arena Champion for the Season 12 of Heroes Arena. Now, remember guys that in the score reward for Heroes Arena now, we are getting 80 coins every single week that are extra, which means you get an 8 LR coins extra. So what this means is that because of the fact that if we go to the rewards here, Champion is going to give you 150 coins total at the very end. And I did this exact same calculation when I did my Masters video. But if we were to do 150, which is going to be the 3 towers of Champion, and we add 80, that means for the 4 weeks of us doing it, you're getting 23 LR coins every single week. So that pretty much guarantees that in the 4 weeks you do this, you're going to be getting almost 100 LR coins from the Heroes Arena, which is really good, right? That's going to allow you to get pretty much an LR every time a Heroes Arena season comes around. So if you're just someone that like, okay, maybe I can only clear Champion all 3 across the board, you're not able to do Challenger, you can already clear Masters very consistently, but you want to give that Champion a try, then I mean, bear this in mind that you pretty much get 23 LR coins, you know, for every single week that you do this now, which is really good, right? So bear that in mind guys. I will be doing my Challenger video coming up very soon on the channel, so tune into that if you guys do want to be, you know, seeing exactly how to go about this fight specifically. But yeah, that is going to be it for the video right there though guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you want to see the Masters video, go check it out, it's already on the channel as well. But that's gonna be it. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out, have a great rest of your day guys, see you later, man.